Where are you from originally?
I was born in Detroit, Michigan.
Born and raised? You spent your whole life there?
No.
Did you go to public school, private school?
A little bit of both, actually. I did public school, and then I studied at home and got my diploma myself at home.
In
Yeah.
grade school, did you have a favorite subject?
Grade school. I love doing art. That was my favorite one, and sports. I'm very athletic, so.
High school, were you the cheerleader, the nerd, the loner,
I was just into sports mostly. Yeah, so I wasn't a cheerleader, but I played on a lot of the sports teams.
Did you have a favorite one?
I played volleyball.
How did you come into this wonderful world of adult entertainment?
I guess just like anybody else, really, you just love to have sex, and I was interested in it, and I just watched it a lot, and I'm really comfortable with my body and being on camera. And then I was a stripper first. I was, most girls were like, I guess.
Did you ever do any modeling while you were stripping?
Yeah, I did some. I did, I think it was Penthouse in Australia. It was, sorry, it was a long time ago. I have a bad memory. So yeah, I did some of that.
At that point, were you approached to do adult movies, or is that something that came, I guess, when you got to California?
Yeah, because they don't really film much there. But I thought if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it like full on, just do it. Nothing like amateur, like go for it. And so LA was the place to be for that.
You got an agent and then you started shooting, or did you find somebody on Google or Craigslist, or?
I got an agent first, so I found the agent. It actually was a reference from a girl who told me about the agent. I emailed, and then they said come to LA and see if you can make it.
Prior to getting into business, had you had any preconceived notions about the adult industry?
Not too much. I didn't really, but I was a little skeptical at first. But then once I learned like everything's really safe and monitored, like as far as the tests go, and that part worried me a little. But then once I understood, everybody's safe. It's like a big family. We all care about each other's health. So no, I felt really at ease once I started it. And I didn't hear anything bad about it. And everyone's been really good to me, so.
From watching movies to actually doing one, what was the reality of that as opposed to most people think, as you know, they just have sex for hours and hours?
Yeah, that's what people think. They tell me all the time, how can these guys stay hard for hours? I'm like, well, it's not for hours. I'm not really sure where they're getting that from. I mean, the actual scene is like 20, 30 minutes, so that's when the guy has to stay hard. And normally we just go through the scene. Like, I don't like to stop during the scene. I just like to, just be really intense and just go for it. So it's really not that long of a scene. It's just the preparation and, the photos, the hair and makeup, the setup. That's the part that takes a little while. And nobody's really like in a hurry, so we're just kind of chill on set.
You do your first movie, did you take a break after that, or you immediately start shooting a lot?
I started to shoot a lot, and then I took a break, like in between a little bit in my career. I've taken breaks. I've changed my look a lot. I've gotten tattoos, which changed my I guess it's changed who I can shoot for. Like in the movies, they started doing a lot of inked girl movies, a lot of tattoo movies as well. So I haven't lost work. I've just gotten different kinds of work. But they still try to put me like in a lot of MILF movies, which is popular. It's fine. But sometimes I don't fit because of my tattoos and I don't look like a typical MILF. So it's hard to know where to place me.
Does it turn you on knowing people are getting turned on watching you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the reasons I got into it, because I love to have sex, and just like the idea of people watching, and it's really hot. It turns me on.
And did you get into business more for the attention or the money?
Both, probably. Uh, yeah, I would say both, and because I want to do what I love to do, and the freedom, and just knowing I can make my own schedule. I can live where I want to live. I can do all that is, but it's not forever. Obviously, it's just short. It's a short career as far as careers go. So yeah, I just have to make the most of it while I can.
At what point after you did your first couple movies, did you decide that this was a career for you as opposed to something you wanted to do to have fun or pay a bill?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. I'm the type of person, when I do something, I want to do it like keep.
Go balls out.
Yeah, I want to be successful at it and do it well. And besides, why would you want to do a few movies? It's already out there. Like, if you're gonna do it, make a career. So I just knew and especially when I did the movie, I was like, okay, I could do this. It came, it was easy for me to do.
You mentioned to be successful. What does success mean to you? I mean, is there an award? Is there a magazine cover that you consider yourself having being established?
Yeah, I mean, I've done magazines. I've been nominated. I've won an award. But it doesn't really change anything, honestly. Maybe for a little while, but then on to the next one, But still, accomplishing something for yourself is what it's about, really, because people forget about you, and you're replaceable in this industry. So just doing it for yourself and keeping a good attitude and knowing your worth, I think.
There was a gentleman last year, whose name we won't mention, who was accused of being too rough with women in some scenes.
Yeah.
As a performer, do you feel scenes being shot today are too rough for women?
I don't, because the directors, they ask you, they say, is this going to be okay with you, or do you like rough sex? And if you say maybe, they're going to say, we won't shoot you then. Like, you have to say, I love it rough, I want it rough, and the girls like it, so you're only going to shoot what you like to shoot. You're not going to shoot something you don't want to shoot in this industry.
What are your preferences with that?
I don't like it rough. That's just me. I don't want to be thrown around and slapped. But if I did, I wouldn't have a problem with it. And that's just what the scene calls for, so it's totally fine. And it's not as rough as it looks, actually. We exaggerate it a little bit. But I like it a little rough, but not to an extreme, too much, But everybody likes to do different types of scenes, so.
When you're not working, what do you like to do?
Let's see. I like to work out. I like to travel. The normal things that people like to do: watch TV, watch movies. I hang out with friends, go drinking sometimes, go to clubs, go dancing, go to music festivals. I love music. Yeah, just the normal stuff.
Do you have a favorite movie?
Of all time? Of all time, my favorite movie is, I have a few, actually. I think my favorite one is True Romance. It's an older movie. I love that movie.
Favorite type of music?
I don't have a favorite. Every day I wake up, I turn on different types of music, from hip-hop to electronic to rock to classic rock, everything. Just whatever I'm in the mood for.
How much different are you than the person people see on camera? How much of this is an act?
I think I'm pretty real, actually. Nothing, I'm not acting like I love sex. I do love sex. I love my job. I love my fans. I don't know, I'm a little bit quiet. I don't voice my opinion too much and try to make people drama. Maybe people think I'm snobby or something because I don't talk a lot, but I'm not. I'm actually really sweet.